Gay & Associates, attorneys and counselors at law, specializing in immigration law. Now open. Forest Hills. And Ozone Park, Queens. Immigration, bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury.
Call us for a free initial personal consultation at 718-263-5999. Gay & Associates, attorneys and counselors at law. Hello viewers, this is Attorney Gehi, and as you all rightly know, we are approaching the new H-1B quota, which will begin in April 2013. So I'm going to talk to my viewers, how do you start preparing for the new H-1B visa program? Last year, immediately, the quota of 65,000 visas got exhausted, which means within months, the entire quota was over. And a lot of people were flabbergasted, shocked, and surprised because they did not qualify under the H-1B visa program because they were late. Now, Attorney Gehi is going to give you some tips of how do you prepare for the forthcoming H-1B visa program. Now, if you are a company, what do you need to do? Very often, a lot of companies have paralegals working for them. Can a paralegal do a perfect job? The answer depends on the experience, the skill, the dedication, and the tenacity of the paralegal. However, it would be a good idea for you to consider working with an attorney, especially if you have a complex H-1B situation. Now, who are the people who generally sponsor under the H-1B program? Based upon all my experience, I have represented a lot of computer companies over the years, especially when it comes to the H-1B visas. A lot of companies sponsor program analysts, systems analysts, project managers, network engineers on a regular basis under the H-1B program. Now, what should you do if you're going to sponsor someone? The first thing is that you need to get the documents in order. Now, if you're an employee, what do you need to do? Now, let's take a simple example of a college student who has graduated from the United States. What should he be doing? He should be speaking to his employer. For example, he's going to get sponsored as an architect, or he's going to get sponsored as an accountant. Let the company know that, for example, if you are the employee, our law firm can assist you. Let them know that you have spoken to a lawyer who is ready to help you to file the H-1B visa. Now, what does the law require you to do? The very first thing is that the job offer, which is given to you by the company, should be bona fide. Now, what do we understand by the word bona fide? Bona fide means that you should be working in the company, and the bottom line is that it should be a truthful and a honest offer from the company's end. The law is generally that the company cannot find a qualified American employee for the job. Now, when you go and meet with the officer who's going to employ you, he needs to offer you the prevailing wages for the job, which means H-1Bs are not meant to circumvent the labor market in the United States. I'm sure that makes a lot of sense. So now you are a systems analyst and you're getting a job with a software consulting company. So you need to ensure the fact that the employer is going to pay you the prevailing wage. Secondly, you need to ensure the fact that he will not be benching you. And if you're on bench, it is the duty of the employer to pay you during that period or terminate your H-1B. Also, you need to ensure the fact whether you'll be working at the location of the company or whether you will be working at a third-party location. Now, why is that important for you? Because if you're working at a third-party location, it is the duty of the employer to inform immigration that you will be not working at the site location. This also brings us to the question of whether there's a proper employer-employee relationship between you and the employer. So these questions come into play, and an H-1B visa can become very complex at such times. The other important issue for you to remember is that the job which you're going to perform qualifies as a specialty occupation under Section 101 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Now, why is that important? Because even if you are a master's degree holder, but the job which you're going to perform does not require a bachelor's degree or its equivalent from the United States, then you will not qualify for an H-1B visa. Now let's take a simple example. You have a master's degree in computer science, and the company wants you to work with her as a driver. Do you qualify? Now again, you have a master's degree in computer science, but the company wants you to work as a driver. Do you qualify? You have a master's degree? The answer is no, because the job of a driver does not require the attainment of a bachelor's degree. Additionally, the area in which you're going to be employed is not matching with your skills. So the bottom line is that you have to ensure that you have the qualifications to perform the job, and the job requires the minimum attainment of a bachelor's degree from the United States. Now, what happens when you don't have a bachelor's degree? The good news is that 3 years of work experience is equal to 1 year of education. Now, let's take an example of someone who's an architect. He got a degree in architecture from his home country that requires a 3-year degree. But this wonderful person has been working in Europe for 19 years as an architect. So the good news is that his 3 years of work experience can be used as 1 year of education, and this person can still qualify for an H-1B visa. Sometimes I get a lot of calls from nurses. Can a nurse qualify for an H-1B? Depends. If you are a nurse who has very high qualifications, and for example, if you're working in a very complex area, if you're working with a doctor who's involved in cardiac care, and if you are very, very knowledgeable about that particular area, then you may have a chance to still qualify for an H-1B. Because sometimes nurses think that they cannot qualify. We can help you in that regard. Another lot that we help a lot of people are physical therapists. We've been helping a lot of physical therapists to get the H-1Bs, pharmacists, and other than that, occupational therapists, computer professionals, accountants, doctors who have passed the USMLE and have the state certification can qualify for the H-1B program. Remember, the H-1B visa is valid for a period of 3 years. You can get another extension for a period of 3 years. So totally, an H-1B is valid for a period of 6 years. But also remember that if your labor certification or if your I-140 is pending for more than 1 year, you're entitled to additional extensions under the H-1B visa program. If you have any further questions, and if you are considering to file for your H-1B, even if you're a company or if you're an employee, you can call us at 718-263-5999 for a free initial personal consultation. And if you're a company, you can email us, and our email address is up over there. It's at info@immigrationquestion.com. Send us your query and we will get back to you. This is Attorney Gehi from Gehi & Associates. We'll be back again with some more interesting news from the world of law. The instant program constitutes an attorney advertisement under the laws of the state of New York.
Gahey and Associates, attorneys and counselors at law, specializing in immigration law. Now open. Forest Hills and Ozone Park, Queens. Immigration, bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury.
Call us for a free initial personal consultation at 718-263-5999. Gahey and Associates, attorneys and counselors at law.